Solar, never winning a domestic title in Korea, never a Star League champion, a two-time DreamHack champion, could defeat the favorite here, the defending champion of this league. He's
the
one win
AKA
away.
best Zerg in the world, right? We always talk about that with Dark, but Solar, he's looking to take the throne. He said it in his interview, and he could taste the victory. Solar, a very emotional player. You can see him. He's like, okay, I just got to play my game. That last game has got to feel so good when everything goes perfect for you. Your defense is literally perfect. Your micro is on point. You can tell he's very comfortable in the booth right now.
Dark, on the other hand, looks a little bit tense. You can see here. And, you know, he's one of those players who looks emotionless, but you can tell he's not on point. He's a little bit shaky. But, guys, we're going to go into Dust Towers now. It could be the last game of this final set. Number 6, Solar on match point. Can Dark bring us to that final 7th game? Can he defend his title? We are going to find out potentially right now on Dust Towers, game number 6 here at the Star League Season 2 Grand Finals. Tell your friends to get in here. This is what you should be watching right now. Let's go into game number 6.
No time like the present.
빼앗길 수 없다.
이번으로 끝이다.
Fans getting hyped, everybody getting hyped back at home, no doubt, going into set number 6 here on Dust Towers. Up in the top right, he needs to win 2 in a row. It's Dark from SK Telecom.
Large cheer from the crowd, trying to keep his momentum alive here. He has 1 life left. His opponent down here in blue on match point. This could be it. It is Solar. In our little map intros, we have the players say something to each other, you know, some sort of mocking. And I think they basically set one up for every possible score. And Solar said, "This is the end." In that last one, you know, he's like, "This is it for you. I'm up 3-2, and." You know, if he wins this, it is over.
Yeah, very true. I love the safe scout once again. He's like, no, you're not going to catch me off guard. I feel confident enough that I know I'm going to lose a lot of mining time with that, but even in Legacy of the Void, we talked about this before, you have more drones when you start, so it's not as big of an impact, but it still matters. But he's taken that, you know, that hit to just play it safe and not lose a quick one, because if it went to game 7, then, you know, it's really anyone's game. Momentum is lost by Solar. Right, all the stuff that we always talk about. So
yeah,
Solar confident to go into this one, you know, taking that hit.
He even went, I don't know if you guys caught it, checked for spines on the edge of his creep with the drone. He's checked everything. He's played so many games recently. Stork said he's never seen this player who he knows very well practice as much as he's practicing now. You can feel like he's just going through the motions. He's prepared for any possibility. He's played so many ladder games. He's played with so many forum players, as Stork said. He's in this position where he just is going through the motions. He wants to win this, and it's going to be that hidden macro hatch again.
Here we go. I mean, this is really interesting. We saw it on King Sejong Station. And for you guys who might be tuning in a little bit late, what he did was go for Ling Ravager, the extra larva from that hatchery. The macro hatchery in the main is key to getting out a large number of lings so you can surround the roaches that your opponent is making and use the corrosive bile to kill them. And it worked out really well. It didn't seem like Dark had the answer in that game.
Oh man, a great scout here too into the main base. We'll see the gas. Sees no lair. Now it's possible the lair is at the backdoor base. There's no way for him to know, but
we'll see if he can get it into the back door. He's going to be looking for it. Dark trying to deny it.
Oh, he's got a queen here. I think he should deny this. Oh, he sees it. It's huge. It's huge. And that's what he wanted to see. He wanted to see this quicker layer. He wanted them to make less units. He wants to have the counter. He makes a spine at the top of the ramp. He wants to really deny scouting here, and also to make it look like he's doing something defensive, or perhaps that he's afraid before he unleashes this massive amount of units. Now, I personally feel this might be a better map than Sejong to do this build on. Assuming he does it, he's already going to the +1 armor just like before. He's going to make Banelings and Lings very weak against it. Also will counter the +1 from Roaches that Dark often goes for. Because if you have +1 for Roaches over Lings, it 2 shots him instead of 3 shots, which is obviously massive. Dark is going to knight us, so this is going to get crazy.
Oh man, I mean, you could already see Solar's making a huge amount of Lings, but is he going to have enough in time? You know, it's really about hitting that critical mass of Lings where you can surround all the Roaches, but if your opponent gets into the main really, really quickly before you're expecting it, before you're ready, before you even have a lot of Ravagers even, this game could end really, really soon, guys.
All right, here comes a Changeling Scout. He's looking for that Scout. The Queen is not here. The Queen is not looking. He sees all the Lings. He sees them. This is one lapse in judgment here from Solar. One missed denial of scouting. One mistake gives Dark so much information. And now he needs to prepare. He's starting that Baneling Nest. He's doing it like we talked about.
Yeah.
Last time we said Baneling's probably the answer to this. This time he's going for it. This is a different type of push though. This is completely Ravager-less. It's totally Speedlings. Only Speedlings here. Rolling across the map. +1 armor is going to hit with this timing.
Look at this block on the ramp. There's no way you get up that ramp. I don't care how many Lings you have.
He needs to sack this base, so I don't think he can hold it. A full surround on it as well. He's going to come down. He's going to try to fight for this. He has transfuses to buy time.
You can see Solar. Solar's trying to beat him down. He tries to get on the ramp. He gets a decent surround. No, he's going to back off. Go back to that hatchery.
Okay, the hatchery, he does let it go. Transfuses go down. Too many Roaches here, perhaps. He's trying to fight. Roach transfuses going over and over. He can't get surface area. He turns around. More Lings come over. He's targeting down the hatchery. It looks like he gets it. He gets it. He backs off, tries to minimize his losses. Dark does have a Baneling Nest done. Solar's trying to transition into Roaches. Now, he has to kind of keep making Lings here, which gives Dark an opportunity to drone, remake that hatchery, because Dark has a massive Roach count, and if he doesn't make Lings, he dies to a counterattack.
Very, very true. How is Dark going to go about this? He's going to remake that third. Just going to play it safe. He's not going to go across the map and try to kill him right now. And, you know, you see Solar gets that later third, so we're going to hit an interesting place in this game, especially as Solar does get that Roach Warren up. We'll probably see the return of the Ravagers into this composition as well. Yeah, even going for +1 to his Lings, I like that just because it's the core of the army.
Yeah, and it's going to kind of counteract the, the Roach's kind of base armor. It means that if you get a surround, it's so powerful. If you have Ravagers with that, like Biles don't get upgrades. If you have Ravagers with it, then the surface area you get because he has to split against the Biles gives you more damage for the Lings. And you know what? I think he's just going to target this hatch again. He has, okay, he turns around. He hesitates here, but he has enough Lings to kind of push the army back and go for a surround. He shows this to Dark too, perhaps intentionally, to make Dark panic and maybe make like spine crawlers or something here.
And he's waiting too. You can see so many more Lings on the way and Ravagers finally being morphed here. But not moving out just yet. We'll see when he groups up if he does want to go for that. He knows he's got some time because the hatchery is just finishing now.
All right, so remember, if he splits the Roaches too much, the Lings get good surrounds. If he doesn't split, the Corrosive Biles can be very powerful. The Banelings, though, I think are really going to be the answer here. Dark, he doesn't have +1 for them, so this army will definitely fare better because it has the +1 armor. He's waiting for +1 attack, and let's see how well Dark micros here.
Also, let's look for snipes on Banelings by Solar. It's going to be crazy micro to do that while you're trying to micro your Lings, and he doesn't have that many Ravagers, so it's not going to be easy. But it can be key because you need to keep your core, your Lings alive, and here he goes.
He's coming in. A big triangle of Banelings roll in. They need 2 hits here, and he's dodging them as best he can, but finally the hit goes off, and Dark holds with flying colors. Easy peasy here. And this attack has failed. GG! We're going to a game 7!